Hey guys, today I'm gonna make another video, and today I'm gonna read another one of my stories. This is a non-fiction writing about the International Space Station. So let's begin. This is the cover page I drew. The title is A Station in the Stars. A station in the stars. Space is an interesting idea, especially now in the 21st century when Earth's days might be numbered. Space is getting attention worldwide as a home to an Earth too. But what is the point of rockets and shuttles if there's nothing man-made to land on? In this vast, endless field of stars, the International Space Station is the largest human-made structure. Now that space's popularity is sky-high, the ISS is getting more attention than ever. Best now than ever, let's take a trip on board the ISS and launch ourselves higher than the known limit. Let's start from the beginning. The ISS is the ninth space station to be inhabited by crews. The ISS's first name was the U.S. Space Station Freedom Project, named in 1984. There were several redesigns, but it was never built as originally planned. In 1993, the name was changed to the one we all know today, the International Space Station. 5 years after, construction began. A lot of countries participated, including the US, Canada, Russia, and many others. The ISS took a little over a decade before considered complete. Since the year 2000, there was constant human presence on board. How can we explore if we don't know our way? Let's dive, or should I say, slowly drift, deeper into the station. The main part of the ISS is the integrated truss structure. It's kind of like the backbone or spine. It holds solar arrays, which provide power to the station, and radiator panels, which remove excess heat, plus other equipment and science experiments. Underneath the truss are the pressurized modules, where astronauts can live and work without a spacesuit. Half of it is the Russian orbital segment, made in Russia, and the other half is the US orbital segment, made in the US. All parts for the station were launched in one of the following three rockets: the American Space Shuttle, the Russian Soyuz rocket, and the Russian Proton rocket. The ISS also has robotic arms named Canadarm 1 and 2, and another Canadian robot named Dexter, which is the most useful if it is attached to the end of Canadarm 2. Each arm can attach to special grapple hooks placed on every module. Another, this time Japanese, robot is attached to the biggest module yet, the Japanese Experiment Module, also known as Kibo. After launch, the modules were put together in space connected by pressurized mating adapters, or PMA for short. Now, let's see what the ISS is used for. It's mainly used to conduct science experiments that can only be done in space. There are only about 6 astronauts on board at a time, and they're changed every 6 months, so that no one has to stay in space for too long, due to negative effects on body and health. There's some random facts that just simply group together into other. The ISS orbits in the low Earth orbit, which is fairly low, about 400 kilometers, 250 miles. It takes about 92 minutes to orbit Earth. That's about 28,000 kilometers per hour, or about 17,000 miles per hour. Over time, the station loses altitude and needs to be boosted up by engines. Otherwise, it will burn up in Earth's atmosphere. Why is it important? Well, as I mentioned earlier, space has negative effects on body and health. I hope long experiments on board ISS will help fix that, so people could one day live somewhere else. Also, I know the scientists are attempting to grow life on Mars. I know too that this will be easier on the station. I really hope we can have a renewable source of food in space. So, how was your tour? Was it memorable? Remember, this could be the foundation for the future. Who knows what it holds? It might hold a massive change in people and the Earth recover to thrive once more, or a desolate wasteland and everyone gone. In that case, the decades of experimenting and exploring with ISS would show its purpose. It might lead us to another world where we can throw a second shot at green life. I know we have to think positively for the environment, but honestly, look at the state of the people's minds. That won't be changing in a few years. I say we try to change as well as to prepare for the worst to come. Better safe than sorry. So, how did you like it? I hope you enjoyed this video. Next time I'll be back with more exciting stories or perhaps something even more fun. Bye!